So I told you guys about, I've mentioned my biological father, Alvin. You know, Vivian had two kids by Alvin, myself and Alvin Jr., who passed away. I did not know Alvin as always knew that he was my biological father, but I did not know him as a person. Growing up, I had very few memories of him. Um, and I had always held, I guess, a grudge because I walked past him one day and he didn't know who I was, and I took that to heart. Um, but after my brother died, I had to set that aside because I needed his help for something. But we got to know each other after that. I went to go see him. We built a friendship. I wouldn't say it was a parental relationship, but we built a friendship. And in the year prior to his death, he would always go missing. After every first of the month, Mama Shamel thought he was drinking. I kind of knew that it was drugs. And it just got to the point where he was always running to the hospital. He had a lot of medical conditions, and the drugs just made them worse. So I told him one day, I said, you know what, I'm tired. You're choosing right now to make yourself, excuse me, I'm trying to get my puff together, worse off than you are. I told him that I would not stand by and watch him kill himself with these drugs. And he said, I'm grown, I do what I want to do. And I said, you know what, you are. One thing I've learned in life is, if that's what you want to do, cool. You got to do that. You can do that. I want you to be happy. When it comes to it, this addiction, if you can let it go, I want you to be happy. But I can't be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? And we stopped talking for a year. But he always, talked to my daughter. He actually, Shamil thought that he didn't know that he didn't think I knew that he was talking to my daughter. He thought it was their little secret that he was still talking because I wasn't talking to him. But I always knew how he was. He gotten very close to Destiny. They had built their own friendship, um, and she was very affected by his death because he called her every week. Matter of fact, she talked to him on Father's Day, and then he committed suicide a couple of days later. I learned that he was also facing some federal time, and he was also due in court the day after he committed suicide. Um, it was a drug issue, and I think they wanted him to drop a dime on the drug dealing. You know that you can't be out here on the street if you're a rat. You know, um, and if he went into the prison system, then he had the health conditions he had and addictions he had. He knew that would be hard too. And being that he didn't have the best relationship with me, and it's hard to hear that I was one of the factors in the suicide, as far as his relationship with me, because I don't think that was worth dying for. But I understand where he was in life. I I don't understand where he was. I respect where he was, and I respect the decision that he made for him. The one thing that I didn't want to see kill him, he used to commit suicide. He had a lot of drugs in his system that night. The suicide cocktail. But I told you guys about Mama Charmel, how he left that love behind. He left another person. And he would always tell me, get in touch with your aunt, da, 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 you know what I'm saying? Get in touch with her. She's cool people. She's good people. And he always talked about her. None of his sisters, just her. And she stuck close to me. She felt like it was her mission to continue looking after us after he died. Me and Dee Dee, and she always checks on us. And she's much like us. I would say with temperament and things she's willing to do. If I got problem in Pittsburgh, if I have problems in Pittsburgh, and you got family in her state, then your family got problems in that state. And she's not one of those people that's gonna just talk. She don't just talk, she do. She's about action. Okay? She do not play about Alvina and Destiny. So when I tell you he left a thug behind, he left a thug behind. And that love and what I call, I'm not going to say a thug, he left protection behind. Okay? And I would like to say Jack and him felt probably some of that. I'm hoping anyway. I don't know for a fact, but I'm hoping that this person that they kept bringing up was the person I like to call Ghost. You know? It's kind of that, she's like that one person you got to have on your team. You need her on your team. You know, to take care of some stuff when you can't. Even when you can't. You know? But he died knowing that I loved him. That gave me a little bit of comfort. Because he said, I know she loves me and I know she's going to do what she needs to do. And I did. You know, and I stood over his body when I went to go see him. I said, Daddy, I'm here. You know, I'm going to take care of everything, you know. And then that I understand. And I hope that he was at peace. You know, but my two Alvins have gone. They left me. He did with these crazy people, but he left me in good hands. He knew that I had Dad. You know, he knew that Vivian wasn't in the picture, but he knew that I had my dad. He knew that I was taken care of. He left, you know, two of his own, and he knew that there was a gift of a father that was taking care of his responsibilities. You know, sometimes I miss him. I miss him. But yeah. My daddy and the ghost.